How you doing? I'm Darren with Ash Kickin' Barbecue, and today we're talking over-the-top chili. Now, if you don't know what over-the-top chili is, essentially you're just forming the meat that you're using in your chili into a ball, and you're smoking it on a rack above your chili until it's done. Then you're going to break it up and incorporate it in your chili. The idea behind it is you get the drippings into the chili, gives it a nice flavor. So this is going to be a very simple, very straightforward chili recipe. I use beans. If you don't like beans, don't use them. Just do what you like. That's all that matters. So let's bring in and show you how we're going to prep this over-the-top chili. All right, guys. So for this over-the-top chili, we're just going to use one whole yellow onion and get that into our Dutch oven here. Now I also am going to put in one red pepper and one green pepper into the pot, just because I really like green and red pepper, and I think it goes really great with chili. Now at this point, we're going to throw in 1 can of beef broth. I think it gives it a really nice flavor, and we need some liquid in there. And we're also going to do 1 can of kidney beans with the liquid, just because, like I said, we're going to be smoking and simmering this for so long that we want some extra liquid in there. Now we're also going to do 1 can of pinto beans because, like I said, I like beans in my chili, and I think those two together are absolutely awesome. Now, we're also going to add 1 can of diced tomatoes. If you want to dice these yourself, go for it. I don't think it's worth the trouble personally, so I just like to go ahead and use the canned. And then we're going to use 1 can of tomato soup, again, just for some flavoring and some liquid. So we're going to go ahead and get that in there. Now at this point, we're just going to kind of mix everything together and see how our liquid content is here. And it's looking pretty good. If we needed some more liquid, we could just add some water, or you could add some beer or whatever you like to your chili. So that's looking pretty good. I think I'm just going to add a little bit more water to it just because, like I said, it's going to be simmering a little bit. So that's looking about right where I want it right there. Now at this point, we're going to add our chili seasoning. I really like the Suckle Busters Texas chili seasoning. It's absolutely delicious. It has really great flavor, and you get, if you order the big container here, it lasts for quite a while, and it's got everything in it that makes chili delicious. So all you got to really do is, I like 6 tablespoons. If you add more, that's how you get your heat level. So just if you like it a little bit more mild, maybe use 4 or 5. But for me, I've cooked this enough. I know that 6 tablespoons is perfect for me. So we're just going to go ahead and add our 6 tablespoons of chili seasoning to the pot. And just so you guys know, this has chili pepper, black pepper, cayenne pepper, cumin, garlic, spices, salt, all that stuff. So not a ton of salt in it, which is good because if you want to season it up with some other stuff, you can do that as well. But then we just go ahead and we'll just get this all mixed up, and you can see once you start mixing it, it gets that really nice deep red chili color, which I'm telling you, this Suckle Busters chili seasoning is awesome. It's won awards, and I can 100% see why, because it is my absolute favorite. And as soon as you start mixing this up, you just are hit with the fragrance of chili, and it's just so good. So we're just gonna get that mixed up, and you can see there, like I said, it got that nice chili color to it. So at this point, we're gonna go ahead and get our meat ready for this. Now the meat we're going to be using is 1 pound of ground beef. So we'll just get that open and into our bowl, like so. Then I'm also using 1 pound of Jimmy Dean pork sausage because this really brings something special to the chili. And if you've never used pork sausage in your chili, I highly recommend it. Now I went with 93.7 on my ground just because I am using this pork, and the pork has enough fat in it where I don't need to use like 80-20. Perhaps if you were using just beef in this, you would want to go with something with a little higher fat content in your beef. Now at this point, you just kind of want to break up your ground. You kind of want to get it mixed together so you have everything evenly incorporated. You don't just want 1 chunk of pork and 1 chunk of beef. You want it nice and distributed because, like I said, we're going to be smoking this. All right, now at this point, you just want to form it into a ball, like so. And then what I like to do is take my tray right there and just kind of see how it's looking on there. That should be a good size to put over the top of the chili. And then I also want to come in with a little bit of Tailgater's Barbecue Party Rub, and I'm just going to hit this giant meatball just to get a little flavoring. Like I said, that Suckle Busters Chili seasoning doesn't have a ton of salt in it, so we're just gonna go ahead and add a little bit of nice flavor to this meat. Not much, just a little bit. Now at this point, we're just gonna go ahead and get this above our chili, and that's how we're gonna cook it. It's gonna cook just like that. We're gonna be cooking on the Pit Boss Pro Series 1600. We're gonna start this off at 250 degrees for the first hour just to get some good smoke on this. And then after an hour, we're gonna be cranking it up to about 325, 350 just to finish it up. We're gonna be using cooking pellets, the Perfect Mix, and I think it's really gonna bring a nice flavor to this chili. It's got some milder woods in it. It's also got some harder woods in it, which is gonna be absolutely delicious in this chili. It's gonna give it a really great flavor. It's gonna give a really great flavor to the meat. So I will pick back up once we get outside at the Pit Boss Pro Series 1600. All right, guys, we have the Pit Boss Pro Series 1600 running at 250 degrees. We're gonna let this smoke for 1 hour, just get some good flavor from the cooking pellets, the Perfect Mix on there, get nice smoky flavor incorporated. And yep, just gonna set a timer for an hour and we'll come back out and check in an hour, take a temperature reading, and then we'll crank this up and get her finished off. So we'll see you guys in an hour. All right, guys, it has been 1 hour. You can see our over-the-top chili is looking absolutely awesome. We're starting to get some really nice color on our meatball here. So we're just gonna check the internal temperature. And we are sitting about 82 degrees. I did crank the Pit Boss Pro Series 1600 up to 325 degrees, and that's where we're gonna go ahead and finish this off at. So once this hits about 145 to 155, we're gonna go ahead and break it up and get it incorporated in our chili. So I'm gonna let this go. Like I said, we're sitting at 82 degrees right now on the ThermoPen 1, but we're just gonna let this go. We'll probably come back out and check it in about an hour and see where it's at. So we'll check in with you in 1 hour. Some nice smoke rolling on there. It's gonna be good flavor. We'll see you guys soon. All right, guys, it has been an hour and 20 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and check on our meatball here. We are sitting at about 151, 152 degrees. So that is looking pretty good right there. Just check it. Yeah, 153 there. So at this point, I'm gonna get this in the house and I'm gonna get it broken up, and then we'll add it back into the chili. It's not quite at the 165, but that's fine. I wanna get it broken up now, and then I'm gonna let this keep cooking for another half hour after we incorporate the meat. So that meat's gonna be completely cooked. There's nothing to worry about there, but we have fantastic color on the meatball here. So I'm gonna get this inside and we'll get it broken up. All right, guys, you can see we have our meatball here. It looks absolutely awesome. Great color on there. So now all we're going to do, so we're just gonna go ahead and get this thing broken up, get it incorporated back into our chili, and it's still plenty juicy. Heck yeah, that's looking awesome. It smells wonderful. The smokiness from those cooking pellets, the Perfect Mix, is absolutely awesome. You got a nice smoke ring on the meat here. So we're just gonna go ahead and get our meat broken up. Yeah, there we go. So we got our meat all ground up. We're gonna get this back into the chili and we're gonna let it sit and smoke for another half hour, let it finish cooking, and then we'll jump in and do a taste test. So let's go outside and get this incorporated. All right, guys, we're back out at the cooker. We're just gonna go ahead and get this meat incorporated into our chili. This is gonna be a really meaty chili. We got 2 pounds of meat. That's looking great right there. We'll just go ahead and get this all stirred in. Good consistency, not too runny. I like my chili a little thicker. All right, guys, and there we go. There's our chili. We're just gonna let it smoke for another 30 minutes and it'll be done. Bring it inside and I'll meet you back when it's time to do the taste test. But yeah, just plan on 30 more minutes on the cooker and then it'll be done. So we'll see you guys in 30 minutes for the taste test. All right, guys, it is time to try our over-the-top chili. It's been cooling for a little while. I got a bowl here that's been cooling for a little while. It's got a wonderful fragrance to it. It smells smoky. It smells delicious. And I'm looking forward to trying it. I'm just gonna try it plain out of the bowl. I don't wanna put any cheese or sour cream or any of that in there. I just wanna try this chili for what it is and see how it is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and give it a try. That is wonderful chili. It's smoky. The flavor on the meat is out of this world. The texture is fantastic. It's not dried out. It's very moist, very delicious. And the flavor from that cooking pellets, I know that the smoke flavor is from that cooking pellets, that perfect mix. It is lights out on this chili. I highly recommend it. Like I said, it's a blend of some milder woods, a little bit of heavier hardwoods, but it goes wonderful with chili. And if you have some extra time on the weekend, go ahead and give this a try. I know you're going to enjoy it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time.